The Macau Science Center, also known as Macau Science Center (MSC, Chinese, Aumenquishueguan Portuguese, Centro de Ciencia de Macau), is a science center in She, Macau, China. The project to build the Science Center was conceived in 2001 and completed in 2009. The building was designed by Pei Partnership Architects in association with IM Pei, and construction started in 2006. The structural engineer was Leslie E. Robertson Associates. The center was opened in December 2009 by the Chinese President Hu Jintao. The main building has a distinctive, asymmetrical, conical shape with a spiral walkway and a large atrium inside. Galleries lead off the walkway, mainly consisting of interactive exhibits aimed at science education. There is also a planetarium with 3D projection facilities and Omnimax films. The building is in a prominent position by the sea and is now a landmark of Macau. It is visible when arriving on the ferry from Hong Kong. It caught on fire on 20 November 2015, due to welding occurring on the top level of the building.
it is, St. Paul ruins.
This is all that remains of the Church of Mater Dei after fire destroyed it. The church was part of the oldest university in the Far East, St. Paul's College, founded in 1594. The church was never rebuilt, giving the facade an even more dramatic silhouette overlooking the Company of Jesus Square.
Hi there, it's Adam here. Today we are checking out a blast from the Chinese past, and that is why I'm hanging out at the Macau Museum. This museum holds the history to the people and the city of Macau. So we're going to go inside there and find out what it was like to be in Macau in the past. Let's go. The region is first known to have been settled during the Han Dynasty. It was administratively part of Dongguan Prefecture in the Jin Dynasty from 265 to 420 AD. Macau is a former colony of the Portuguese Empire after Ming China leased the territory as trading post in 1557. In 1277, approximately 50,000 refugees fleeing the Mongol conquest of China settled in the coastal area. Macau did not develop as a major settlement until the Portuguese arrived in the 16th century. The first European visitor to reach China by sea was the explorer Jorge Alvarez, who arrived in 1513, beginning the regular trade with nearby settlements in southern China. Military clashes between the Ming and Portuguese navies followed the expulsion of the Tamao traders in 1521. Luso-Chinese trade relations were formally re-established in 1554, and Portugal soon after acquired a permanent lease for Macau in 1557. The initially small population of Portuguese merchants rapidly became a growing city. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Macau was created in 1576, and by 1583, the Senate had been established to handle municipal affairs of the growing settlements. The Dutch attempted to take the city in the 1622 Battle of Macau, but were repelled successfully by the Portuguese. As opium trade became more lucrative during the 18th century, Macau became an important stopping point en route to China. Following the First Opium War and the establishment of Hong Kong, Macau lost its role as a major port. Firecracker and incense production, as well as tea and tobacco processing, were vital industries in the colony during this time. Refugees from mainland China swelled the population as they fled from the Chinese Civil War. Access to a large workforce enabled Macau's economy to grow as the colony expanded its clothing and textiles manufacturing industry, developed its tourism industry, and legalized casino gaming. Macau was transferred to China on 20th December 1999 after 442 years of Portuguese rule. Following the transfer, Macau liberalized its casino industry, which previously operated under a government-licensed monopoly, to allow foreign investors, starting a new period of economic development. The regional economy grew by a double-digit annual growth rate from 2002 to 2014, making Macau one of the richest economies in the world on a per capita basis. While issues such as national security legislation have been controversial, Macanese residents generally have high levels of trust in the government. Alright guys, so it is good to familiarize yourself with the past every now and then. Until we meet again, be good to yourself and be good to others. My name has always remained Adam. Catch you next time.
We start off in Senado Square, which was the meeting place for the Chinese and Portuguese in the 16th to 18th centuries. European architecture is proudly displayed everywhere as we navigate our way through bustling crowds. And if you look down towards your feet, you will even see ornate Portuguese pavement that has been rebuilt and preserved. Known as the Monte Carlo of the Orient, we can see how visitors to Macau could be tricked into thinking that we were in Europe. As you and I walk past Rua de São Domingos and onto Rua de São Paulo, the streets get more and more narrow, but the energy continues to grow and grow. Tourists who choose to experience Macau this way will be greeted by the smells of cookie bakers and pork jerky makers, whose shops line the path on the way to the ruins of St. Paul's. You better make sure you come here with an empty stomach, as every shop gives away free samples, and you will get more than your fill of treats as you enjoy Old Macau.
So here we are on Rua de Felicidade. Basically, you can see these are two stories, right? And you can see these windows, and some of the windows kind of fling open. So I kind of imagine at one particular time, I don't know where the Sing Song Girls used to be, but this would have been like Sing Song Girls are basically like Japan geisha, like entertainers. So maybe they would fling open these windows and call down to the sailors or the people that are walking up and down the street looking for customers, right? So they would entertain them. And I was reading some other books about historical Macau, Sounds like a lot of places had these kind of sing-song girls that would kind of entertain men and be available to like play music, and then they would have, of course, sexual relationships would occur, or sometimes they would just like give them gifts on a regular basis, like kind of try to actually I used to live in Japan for almost 6 years, so Japan had a lot of that as well. So this also had something kind of similar as well. But yeah, this is that historical street. You can see some people still. The person lives right there. You can hear some music. Julius. It's beautiful. Yeah, I like that. Sounds really beautiful. Let's see. And then we got this nice street too. So yeah, this is called Rua de Felicidade, and then this is also part of what they call San Malo. So at the base of it, at the top, there's a lot of Filipino community lives up. A lot of them live up in this area. So we'll see a lot of Filipino stores in a minute up in this area. This one here is Indonesian, Maori Nutris. And they sell Indonesian beer and Indonesian food. Then you kind of have these cool little alleys like that with this beautiful light like that. Man, that's just so beautiful. It's inside of Nutris as well. And then over here, there's a temple on the other side. So what we're gonna do is walk into this temple, and then we're gonna walk into the main street in a minute. Actually, this kind of reminds me of Japan too. I don't know if people in Macau like to be compared, but I used to live in Japan, so I can't help but compare. But I'd see like temples would often be in like places where there might be prostitution and bars or even opium dens. They'd have like a temple, which kind of makes sense because, you know. Anyways, let's go up to the main street up here, and then we're gonna come back around, and I'll show you a little tinge of San Malo and the Filipino community. So this whole street right here, that's Filipino restaurant right there, and then there's some other ones that are similar. So just kind of get out of the way a little bit. Yeah, you can see a lot of Filipinos down in this direction. And then this one has live music at nighttime as well. And then let's go up to the top. So Rua de Felicidade. So in a minute, maybe we'll explore more of this hill. But it's kind of cool. Yeah, actually there's some people doing some sketches, which is really cool. So it looks like they each kind of got a different perspective for their sketches. So that was one at the base, right there, at the top. And then we would go down. Then we have another sketch right here on the left. So we're gonna see what he's doing. So there's another temple right there. Oh. Okay. He was on his phone, so he wasn't there to sketch. So there's another view of this one. Then we have this one too. So then we have our music again. So yeah, very peaceful, nice and quiet. Okay, hope you enjoyed that one.
If you have the time, go visit the Giant Panda of Macau at the Giant Panda Pavilion. That's not too far from the Strip, and it's sure to be a great addition to your day.
So here's Rua do Cunha, so we're gonna walk straight down this way. Give a little context of where we are. So this is right in the middle of Taipa, an ice cream shop right here. And then this is kind of a popular tourist area. They come up from down here, which is Taipa houses. Really beautiful, overlooks the Cotai Strip. You got this little row of people as well. And you got this little stuff going on too. So we're gonna go down Rua do Cunha in a minute. I think there's some, oh yeah, this is, says since 1958. So this is an ice cream shop. It's been around for 52 years, 72 years. Oh, I forgot to show you the little dragon. So this little thing goes all the way down. Okay. Let's go down. You got some alleys down here, like that. A lot of restaurants kind of go back up and on that one as well. Okay. So there's like a park right there. That this is kind of mentions the entrance to this one. Got these nice little alleys like this. And like this one too. So pretty popular little streets down in this way. So this little labyrinth of like Taipa Village area, there's a ton of little alleys like this. That's one of them. You got some beautiful stuff like that. Beautiful corner like that. Oh. And a nice corner like that too. So okay. So let's walk down this little street here.
you see the number 8, that little gap? That's the wheel. Look at that, it looks amazing. Obligatory photo, and no thank you. Wow. My God, that is high. I didn't realise it was that high, Pete. Holy shit, I'm going to be sat down. That looks futuristic. That's enough for me, just looking at it. Seriously, that looks fantastic. There it is, the Golden Reel in Macau. Studio City we're in. This is actually on a casino. Holy shit.
Deep from the side, it's not bad, right? From the other side.
This is my favourite casino. From the outside it looked amazing. It had them big massive statues, and then it had a circle of 8. It had a circle of 8, and I said to Pete, oh look, it looks amazing. And now we're actually in that circle of 8. That's what we're in, one of them pods. Nothing like this in the world. It's on Studio City Hotel and Casino. It's called the Golden Reel. Come and check it out. It's only $100, £10.
So this place is a collection of the things in the past. It's all about the past of Macau, and in this room they showed all the dresses for weddings, the people that wear before when they have weddings, and these are the instruments maybe for during the weddings. And I don't know how this, and there's a food there, for sure that's wine, and have rice also. And then in these chairs the groom and the bride will give tea to their mother. Yeah, so the mother and the father will sit there, and then the groom will kneel down and the bride and then give the tea to their parents. So this is how the wedding happens during the time of the Portuguese and the Chinese era. Those pictures are all about the weddings before. They reenact it so that the tourists will see how it happens before. So that's how it is. So they have actually a TV that shows the wedding before, so that the visitor or the tourist can see how they do the weddings before. So it's their culture, it's their beautiful culture. They're showing their beautiful culture here. So let's go down. You can see here. Yeah. So at the back of me is the wedding gowns, wedding garment of female and male, the groom. So that's their wedding gown, and that is a kid's garment. Yeah. So it's nice. And this one is the fisherman's garment.